Hi children, good morning. Welcome to today's social science class. Today I'm going to explain about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He is considered as the father of Indian Constitution and about striving for equality. Dalit is a term that people belonging to so-called lower caste use to address themselves. They prefer this word to untouchable. Dalit means those who have been broken. This word, according to Dalits, shows how social prejudices and discrimination have broken the Dalits people. The government refers to this group of people as scheduled caste SC. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, one of the greatest leaders of India, shares his first experience of caste based discrimination, which took place in 1901 when he was just 9 years old. He got gone with his brothers and cousins to meet his father in Kogan, which is now in Maharashtra. Okay, children, this incident is given page number 19 that you can read. This incident is saying about this Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar when he was 9 years old. First, at first, he experienced these caste-based problems because he was a Mahar caste and that was untouchable. When they are going through using this railway and he was going to his father's working place, and in that when they entered the railway station, at first they well dressed people students, so this station master think that they are higher caste, but when the station master ask which is your caste, then they said Mahar caste. The Mahar caste means at that time untouchables, okay, lower caste and untouchables, and because of that they are not treated well. So that experience he is sharing. Just read that story, okay. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, he was born in 1891 and died in 1956. He is considered the father of the Indian Constitution and is also the best known leader of the Dalits. Dr. Ambedkar fought for the rights of the Dalits community. He was born into the Mahar caste, which was considered untouchable. The Mahars were poor, owned no land, and children born to them also had to do the work their parents did. They lived in space outside the main village and were not allowed into the village. Dr. Ambedkar was the first person from his caste who completed his college education and went to England to become a lawyer. He encouraged Dalits to send their children to school and college. He also urged Dalits to take on different kinds of government jobs in order to move out of the caste system. He led many efforts of Dalits to gain entry into temples. Later in life, he converted to Buddhism in his search for a religion that treated all members equally. Dr. Ambedkar believed that Dalit must fight the caste system and work towards a society based on respect not just for a few but for all persons. Caste based discrimination is not only limited to preventing Dalits from undertaking certain economic activities, but it is also denies them the respect and dignity given to others. Striving for equality. The struggle for freedom from British rules also included within it the struggle of large groups of people who not only fought against the British but also fought to be treated more equally. Dalits women, tribals, and peasants fought against the inequalities they experienced in their lives. As pointed out earlier, many Dalits organized themselves to gain entry into temples. Women demanded that they should have as much a right to education as men did. Peasants and tribals fought to release themselves from the grasp of the moneylender and the high interest they were charged. When India became a nation in 1947, our leaders too were concerned about the different kinds of inequalities that existed. Those who wrote the Constitution of India, a document that laid out the rules by which the nation would function. Children, what is meant by constitution? Constitution is a document that laid out the rules by which the nation would function. Our leaders too were aware of the ways in which discrimination had been practiced in our society and how people had struggled against this. Many leaders of this struggle, such as Dr. Ambedkar, had also fought for the rights of Dalits. So, these leaders set out a vision and goals in the constitution to ensure that all people of India were considered equal. This equality of all persons is seen as a key value that unites us all as Indians. Everyone has equal rights and opportunities. Untouchability is seen as a crime and has been legally abolished by law. People are free to choose the kind of work they wish to do. Government jobs are open to all people. In addition, the Constitution also placed responsibility on the government to take specific steps to release these rights to equality for poor and other such marginal communities. The writers of the Constitution also said that respect for diversity was a significant element in ensuring equality. They felt that people must have the freedom to follow their religion, speak their language, celebrate their festivals, and express themselves freely. They said that no one language, religion, or festival should become compulsory for all to follow. They said that the government must treat all religions equally. Therefore, India became a secular country where people of different religions and faiths have the freedom to practice and follow their religion without any fear of discrimination. This is seen as an important element of our country that we all live together and respect one another. Children, like that way, secularism become important feature of Indian constitution. What is meant by secularism? Secularism means where people of different religions and faiths have the freedom to practice and follow their religion without any fear of discrimination. This is the first page of the constitution. It is also known as preamble or introduction to the constitution. This page of the constitution that clearly states that all Indians are entitled to equality of status and opportunity. Though these ideals are enshrined in our constitution, this chapter points out that inequalities exist even today. Equality is a value that we have to keep striving for and not something which will happen automatically. People's struggles and positive actions by the government are necessary to make this a reality for all Indians. Children, I am concluding this video, and from this chapter we discussed and studied about diversity and discrimination and these differences and prejudices, how it's happened, what is meant by prejudices, then how it's originated, all these things we see, how creating stereotypes and what is stereotype, then about inequality and discrimination, how inequality and discrimination happens in the society, then we discuss on being discriminated against and about Dalits, what is meant by Dalits, and mainly about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He was the father of Indian Constitution. And another important points that striving for equality. We need to strive for equality. And about the Constitution, what is Constitution and how it makes. And about the secularism, important feature of our Constitution. And all these things we see. So I am going to wind up. Thank you. Thank you to listening. My class, read this chapter and do the works.